Gerrit Cole made his long-awaited 2024 debut versus the Baltimore Orioles, going 4 innings, allowing 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts on 62 pitches. Although one of those runs allowed came in the 5th inning after Cole was taken out of the game and after allowing a leadoff hit to Cedric Mullins. Next batter comes up, 2-run home run, which gave Gerrit Cole that second earned run. I don't know. What do you guys think? If Aaron Boone allowed Cole to stay in the game, do you think he would have been able to hold the Orioles to 1 run? Potentially could have gotten the win if the Yankees scored, in the next inning? Or do you think that maybe this kind of makes sense since it was his first start back to limit his pitch total to 62, which is what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Cole, anything could have happened. I think like you definitely could have left him in, probably could have got out of it. But also, if he ends up blowing up even more, I mean, I know it's Gerrit Cole. It's not his confidence you're really too worried about, but it's just the perception of all of a sudden, oh man, Gerrit Cole, is he broken type of thing. He's not ready to be back, all that stuff. Which we can get more into this second start and we go into that too. But I think in the moment, I think just playing it safe. Part of it, I think, is not necessarily for the confidence of Cole, like I was saying, but maybe more even just for like the team and for the fan base. I mean, he'll get some crap for taking him out and, oh man, you could have left him in. But if he leaves him in and then all of a sudden he gets blown up even more, then they're really like, Boone, what are you doing? It's his first game back. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think there's going to be like haters on both sides,
Absolutely.
All right, Javi, what do you think? If you were in Aaron Boone's shoes, do you think he made the right call? Would you have taken Gerrit Cole out, or would you have left him in to try to at least finish the 5th inning?
Well, I'm kind of on the other side of that. I do think that with him and his age, you coming back from an injury like that, you kind of have to be cautious. Luckily the Yankees pitching rotation has been pretty good. Which a lot of people didn't see. Luis Gil doing what he's doing. Cortez is, he's holding his own. So to me, they played it safe, which is cool. Second game, I know we haven't gotten into that, but that was like an eye opener for me. The good thing is it's still kind of early in the season to where
Yeah.
they can kind of work out those kinks with him and stuff like that. And like I said, the rotation's been pretty good. So if they need to if they need to hold them to like 5 innings, pitch, a pitch count, so to speak, then I think it in the long run it'll work out for them because they're gonna need him in the postseason
Right.
if
That's
if
that's
they're
the
if
main
they need to make a run.
that's what I think the main point is. The Yankees are not playing for right now at the end of June. They're playing for the postseason. So I think Boone's like, I don't care what these people say or what they think. Like I can't let this guy have a huge setback. And then
Yeah.
and then especially I think Luis Hill already had one of his 2 bad starts at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, man, if all of a sudden he goes back and then he'll, we're already thinking of this, like we gotta keep it. You also got to remember, like, this is basically Gerrit Cole's spring training, more
That's
or
what Aaron
less.
Judge said, man. Like Aaron
Yeah,
Judge was asked about it, and he said this is basically Gerrit Cole's spring training. Like he
sure.
only had like 2
Yeah.
starts in the minors before he
Yeah,
made his debut.
spring
So
training
you
and coming off an injury. So
yeah, and
Mm.
in addition to all that, I mean, I'm sure he's working on some stuff. He wasn't
right,
100%. He's not ready to go out there and pitch 6 innings yet. I'm surprised he actually got through 4 with the amount of
yeah,
um the amount of time that he had to prepare for this start.
yeah. Now with the Mets being hot, I know we're second start real quick. It's just the Mets have been hot, but I mean that second start, 6 earned runs, 4 innings pitched, 7 hits,
Yeah,
4 walks, 4 home runs. The velo went down like crazy. Like the thing
yeah,
dropped, and it was like he started off good and then it dropped. And Gerrit Cole made it sound like it wasn't a big deal, but I mean, if that doesn't raise a red flag,
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
heard about
does,
that.
dude. Because it like if he just started the game like that, then maybe, and then he was like, oh, that was part of the plan. Then you're like, eh. But it was like first inning and then the drop off. I mean, you can
yeah.
say what you want, but I don't like that.
I could understand if there was maybe like a 3-mile-an-hour drop, but his fastest pitch that day was 98.9 miles an hour.
Right.
And then the same fastball dropped down to 91.5 miles an hour.
Right. And then he averaged, I think, around 95. But yeah, that's a huge drop for even just 1 or 2 pitches,
Yeah. I mean, to take a little bit off, that's fine if you're trying to like go for longevity in a start. But if you're getting banged around, I mean, come on, dude. It's time to step it up a little bit and get back up to, 96, 97. I'm not asking him to throw 99 miles an hour on every single pitch. He's not no spring chicken no more,
Right. Yep.
Only guys like Paul Skeens and the guy that just had Tommy John surgery, Spencer Strider, were doing that, and that's fine because they're still in their 20s. But when you got Gerrit Cole that's on the wrong side of 30, it's like, maybe you should be taking off a little bit, but not down to 91 miles an hour. Like how many whiffs are you going to be able to get on 91 miles an hour? I'll actually tell you how many whiffs he got. One. He got one swing and miss on the 4-seam fastball. Right. He got 2 on the cutter, 1 on the changeup, and 1 on the knuckle curve, none on the slider. He threw 72 pitches total and only got 5 total swings and misses. And that's not Gerrit Cole, man. Gerrit Cole that we've seen before is like 300 strikeouts in 200 innings.
Yeah.
That's the Gerrit Cole that you drafted as the number 1 pitcher overall, or number 2, depending on if Strider went first. But yeah, man, that was crazy to me. I don't know. If I'm a Gerrit Cole owner, I'm worried. For sure. I'm thinking like, I mean, I could possibly give him the benefit of the doubt and say that, he's just trying to work through some things, but that's a pretty dramatic drop in velocity. That's a little too much for me. And to throw 70 something pitches in his second start, like that's great, but to only get 5 swings and misses, I don't like that, man. Quality. I'm glad I don't own Gerrit Cole. That's what I'm gonna say right now.